Hi, team.
Hi team. Hello. Hi. Hi Pete.
Oh, hi team.
Hi. Hi. So, give me a second. Give me a second. Let me connect my headphone.
Sure.
Yes. I'm audible.
Yes, yes, you are.
Okay. Okay. So, first let's start with Yar. So, Yar, what are you working on today?
Um, I work in custom report, but I don't know um, uh, uh, what in schedule report table. I don't know how method I will use.
Okay. Cool. I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
Okay.
So, let me share my screen. Hmm. Give me a second. Today my laptop is having some issues. It is very slow. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. schedule. Can you see my screen?
No,
Okay,
it's
no
it's
problem.
loading.
Okay.
Yes, I see.
Okay, cool. Let me tell you the class name. So, let's see the your service. So, this is the method, right? This is the service. I report scheduler service. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry. Yes. So now you would need to create a method inside this, right? Like get all scheduled by user. Okay.
Okay.
And yeah, and there should be an input model where in input model you will have to create an input model, and the columns, the properties should be the user ID and site ID. Okay,
Okay.
so yeah, user ID, site ID, and that's it. Okay, so all the schedules will be coming based on the user ID and site ID. If user will not send any site ID, then all schedule or okay. Yeah, so user ID and site ID would be there, and based on the site, on the top drop down, right? User will select the site, if, and it will give you the records for the particular users. Okay,
Okay.
okay, and you just need to create. And also, let me tell you, there is a repository. It's just like this. This is generic repository, so you can see, right? So right now, if I say this, if you go to this repository, it has all those methods, and but sometimes we need to pass some extra parameters, filter query like, right? So for that you just need to create a method. Okay, so insert, update, delete will be work like they from this only, and change, delete, get. So if the single ID would be there, then it can get all also. It this that, but here we are not taking all, we are taking the records based on the user, right? So just like this, there should be a method, but not in this class. You just create a method in the report scheduler repository. Okay, here you will have to write a method
Okay.
that will, yeah, and in this interface you have to mention, have to
Okay.
okay. So create a method for the same, and that's it. Okay, don't write the hard coded table name. So you just need table name like this. We will have to write the table name like this, and
Okay.
you can, yeah, just like this. Mm. Okay, so basically entity is would not be there. Then you would have only the class name. So based on the class name, you can get the repository name, or you can get the table name. Okay, so
Okay. Okay.
entity. So please go complete this, and you will get all the schedule by the user. Okay.
Okay. I add this method get all schedule reports and display in tab. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Okay. And any question?
No.
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
Kate, tell, okay, no problem. Kate, tell me about the date time issue. What was that issue you were talking about yesterday?
Yes, about data issue, we should we plan to discuss it today, and because yesterday we have some questions, so I invite in our call our group lead, previously group lead, it's attend, and Timur too should be in this call, so we can discuss.
So Timur, so Timur and add.
At our group
What
lead,
are,
and at who was group lead previously.
okay. So he's not in this call?
Yes,
No, I'm here.
yes, they are here.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
we can
I,
discuss
so
questions with data. That's we
okay.
have.
So Ed,
Yes.
okay. So Ed, tell me what the problem was. So you guys were facing.
Yes, the problem is that in the mobile we receive the file itself, the Excel file, and due to we don't have previously set some checking for if the cell with data have correct data, we have the issue that it couldn't be parsed. On the UI, we don't have the file for processing. We just have some form for entering the data and perform validation on the client side from the JS. So due to this, we just for now need to add the validation for data on the methods that parse file to our model. So that's all. As I understand, you want to discuss why we have different realizations. So as I mentioned, it's due to from the mobile, we don't have form for validation. We just get the file for parsing it into the model. And on the web part, we have the form where we enter in the data. So that's the difference, and that's because and due to this, we have different realization for processing the file from mobile and processing the file from web.
Okay, no, and I can understand, but while developing the things, I think we should keep these things in our mind that if the logic is same, if the functionality would be the same, just like uploading the Excel, right? So that should go by a single service. Why I'm talking like that? Because of the maintenance issue. In future, if we would have some issue, if we have some changes in the Excel, if we would have some modification and an enhancement into the functionality, then in that case the developers would need to do in both places, right? One for the API and other for the UI. So why I'm talking like that? I had seen the UI code previously. I could not go through that code because the things were working fine. But a few days back, 3 or 4 days back, I had observed that the file that suppose whatever I'm uploading from the Excel, from the web. So you guys are taking it in the JavaScript and getting the data from the file. Actually, you are not uploading the file to the server, right? You are performing the all the operation by a JavaScript code, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, so you are reading some through some byte array, through the bytes or array. So, but in the case of API, we are uploading the file to the server first, right? And then we are processing it, correct?
Yeah,
So yeah, in that case, the logic is completely different in the both side. One side, the JavaScript is taking the responsibility of it, and the other side, the backend logic is taking the responsibility of this. So I'm not saying this is a wrong practice. I'm not saying that the logic is wrong or something else. But yeah, when I am thinking about the maintenance, then obviously it would be a double work to the developers, right? So no problem. Things have been completed, developed, so that's not an issue right now. I'm not saying to change the to the single logic, but please take care of that so that we can utilize the existing code in each and every function flow, right? So this is the one thing, and other one is a date time format. So if you remember, so while starting this product, I have added a simple format of the date
you
time,
can go.
right? Yeah. So date time for default format. So every single operation which is performing any post magnetic data, just like submitting the data to the server, right? That should be in a DD mm by by. Oh, no, sorry, MMDD by by. Whatever our method is accepting. Because why? I don't know what date format would be at client table, right? So the format should be the default for all input operations for the database. But the UI should be anything. Just like I am seeing format on my UI. So it would be an MMDD by by. Suppose some client want DDMM by by, some want by DDMM, right? So we can give this opportunity options to them, but any operation which is being performed for the input, that should be a DD, that should be a MMDD by by. So if I'm uh, uh, talking about Excel, so let me share my screen. Hmm.
It's already shown. Yeah.
Yes, yes, this is already shared. So I'm just going to the download folder. So if you see here, I have already mentioned to the customer TDMMYY, right? So he will submit the date just like 12 12 not I'm not doing that. He will submit like 0708 0708 and 2020. Okay, so you can see DDMMYY. So basically 8th of July, right? This is fine because this is visible to the user. Hmm? This is visible to the user. But whenever I am submitting this data to the upper API, so obviously that should be automatic should be passed into the MMDDYY because MMDDYY is our database format. Okay, so the database format should remain same for all. Otherwise, suppose if I am giving just like this 0807 2020. So because this will user cannot understand this if I'm not telling him this the format because he can understand MMDDYY or he can understand DDMMYY because 8th of July and 7th of August both can be right, but whenever this data will go to the database, it would be a very difficult to us identify what was that date, right? And so it doesn't matter what is format is in AUI, but the database format should same for all. So yeah. So I think in all other functionality this is fine. This is working, but from the mobile, I'm just a bit confused why this is not working because obviously the mobile data format would be different for all users, right? Yes.
No, not sure. It's due to it has different data in the Excel file that user uploaded. We parse this file, not the data that entered in the form on the mobile, as I remember.
Sorry. Sorry. Can you repeat that? Can you repeat?
Yeah, sure. So, as I remember, user entered this data not from the mobile part, the form itself. User just upload existing Excel file, and on the API, you just parsing this file that user entered. So it's don't belong to the mobile data format itself. It belongs the data that he entered in the Excel file previously.
Okay, so when he's trying to upload from the to upload in a web, so it was working fine.
Give me a second, I will ask few things to Яр and Ed. Ребят, вопрос. На вебе у нас же не загружается файл, а мы вставляем все это в форму. Правильно я помню? Или мы там загружаем файл?
Мы загружаем файл, мы именно в Excel так же самое заполняем и загружаем его.
А что на JS тогда это все делается, что именно бета дослать?
Ну, я не знаю, реализация уже была. Ну, до меня делалась, поэтому я не знаю.
Короче, мы можем, в принципе, отправлять просто-напросто этот файл на бэк и обрабатывать файл с бэка, правильно?
Плохо слышно.
Я понял, окей. Yeah, asset. So we just have a discussion. Just the previous logic, we can just set the same structure, same method for both the mobile and the web part. So to remove the JS validation and set it only on the API part. So we will use the same methods. And we will send all the validations that was on CGS to the backend, and it will be same for both. So I think
Okay.
we'll set
Okay. Yes. So at in web, this is working fine. So please take the reference from the web application. Whatever logic in web functionality, this is correct. Okay.
it will be different because previously it was realized on the JavaScript, so we will just move this all logic to the C#. So the realization will be different, but the logic will be same.
Yes, yes. No, 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 no. I'm not talking about validations. Obviously, the validations would be different because in both layer no issue, but the logic would be same, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, and the logic should be taken by the web. In web, whatever logic is there, please follow that logic,
Yeah,
right?
okay, yeah.
Okay. So anything else, Edward?
Let me ask the game. Ребят, какие-то еще вопросы есть?
Нет, нету.
Взять валидашки с веба, он говорит, логика должна присутствовать с веба. Мы будем считать, что там просто текст. Этот текст мы будем уже прогонять через регулярки и пытаться форматнуть к дате. Еще раз. Нам просто распарсить, что оно работает, чтобы оно работало и все.
Да, я хотел добавить,
В БДшку загонять просто одинаково надо будет.
Его, скорее всего, через JS прогонять, потому что валидация, чтобы была сразу во время загрузки. То есть, чтобы, если оно невалидные данные, то как бы не отправлять его на API.
Отправлялся, да, но видишь, поскольку у нас и там должна быть эта проверка, нам выгоднее все это запихнуть в одно место, чтобы просто оно проверялось одинаково.
И... В принципе, да, потом error возвращать просто с этого.
Да, изначально понятно, что лишний раз не грузить файл, но сейчас, поскольку мы все равно делаем точно такую же логику для бэка, в любом случае это будет реализовывать. Оставлять ее на фронте особо смысла нет.
Понятно.
Какие-то еще вопросы у этого есть?
Нет.
У меня нет.
Нет. Эд? Тимур?
Тимур, не было.
Все. Yes, we don't have any questions for now. Thank you for the call.
Okay, Ed, thank you, team. And one suggestion. Yesterday, I have seen in the screenshot that AR is working on that, right? In the tab. So basically, please see that message what I have sent for that tab name. So the name which I have suggested in the call are not the same. Okay, so please change the name in the tab on the tab.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, team.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.